Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. Let's continue with the tower guides and tutorials. Magic monkeys are the super monkey. So I'm gonna go here, monkey meadow, sandbox. I have deactivated monkey knowledge to show you the tower as it is by itself. And yeah, so super monkey, you can see already very expensive tower. It's actually the most expensive tower in the game. General description says that it's gonna throw hundreds of darts at hypersonic speed with a huge attack range. So if you try to place a super monkey, you can see already the range being larger than most of the towers. So the other basic stats are like super attack speed, hypersonic attack speed, and you can just look at it by seeing how fast it's gonna attack this rainbow balloon. So you can see how many darts it's gonna shoot. But the darts that the super monkey throws are exactly the same darts as the dart monkey. So these darts are gonna have one of piercing and one of damage only. Of course, then with upgrades you can increase that, but yeah, that's the basic super monkey. Now regarding camo detection and lead popping power, you have a specific upgrade that's gonna allow the super monkey to get camo detection, and also it's gonna increase slightly the range. You can also pop camo balloons with activated abilities in the 4th and 5th upgrade. Now one thing that is completely different from BTD5 is the fact that if you get a true Sun God and you don't have sacrificed any with camo detection, or if you are not giving camo detection to it with a village, the true Sun God is not gonna have camo detection. So that's a difference between BTD5 and yeah, so those are the only, like ultra vision and then 4th and 5th activated abilities are the only ways how you can pop camo balloons. Then regarding instead lead popping power, there are multiple ways that you can pop lead balloons. You can do it with the 2nd upgrade in the 1st path, and therefore with all the other upgrades. You can also do it with the 4th upgrade and 5th upgrade activated ability, but you also can do it with the 4th upgrade basic attacks. So you can pop lead balloons with both the activated ability and both the super monkey basic attacks. And instead you also gain lead popping power with the dark champion, so with the 4th upgrade in the bottom tree, and as it says here, running all balloon types. Now one quick thing though that I have to say about in this case lead popping power with the super monkey is the fact that you can see that all the upgrades that, well, not all the upgrades, but like plasma blast, sun avatar, and tech terror, all these upgrades, yes, you gain lead popping power, but you gain lead popping power by acquiring like an energy kind of attack. But that also means that yes, you gain lead popping power, but you also cannot pop purple balloons anymore. Remember that purple balloons are immune to energy attacks. So for example here, a plasma blast super monkey can pop purple lead balloons, but you cannot pop purple balloons. So yes, you gain lead popping power, but then you lose the ability to pop purples, and that works also for the sun avatar. So also the sun avatar in this case cannot pop purple balloons. You overcome this weakness, so the fact that you cannot pop purple balloons anymore, with the temple. So with the 4th upgrade you unlock, so you can pop purple balloons and lead balloons as well. So and the same works for the 4th upgrade. So in this case with the basic attacks, well actually here I'm going to show you the robot monkey. So with the robot monkey, so the 3rd upgrade, you cannot pop lead balloons, but you can pop purple balloons, as you see. So you can pop them. With the 4th upgrade, because the tech terror is going to acquire these energy basic attacks now, you gain lead popping power, but you lose purple popping power. And yet again, this weakness is compensated by the 5th upgrade. So once you get the 5th upgrade, you can pop both lead balloons and purple balloons. Yeah, so that's just something that I wanted to say, because you have to be careful, because yes, you gain lead popping power, but you cannot pop purple balloons anymore, so you have to be careful about that. Now regarding instead cost of the upgrades, the base cost of the Super Monkey is the highest of the game, as I said earlier, but also the upgrades are gonna be super expensive. So you can see already like 3k bottom path, 1k middle path, 2.5k top path, so very expensive already. Second upgrades stay quite cheap, let's say like that, in the middle and in the bottom tree, but then in the top tree is 4.5. Then look at this, a third upgrade in the top path, 22k cash, so that's an insane amount of cash. Then 9k for the middle tree, and then 5.5k for the bottom one. Then fourth upgrades, bottom tree, 60k, so super expensive. 22k, so nothing too terrible for the middle path. And then the Sun Temple, of course, being the best upgrade in the game, the most powerful upgrade in the game, 100k cash. And then going and into the fifth upgrade, True Sun God, 500,000. Anti-Bloon, 90k, so nothing too bad. So the middle path stays pretty cheap, like compared to the other two paths, stay pretty cheap. And instead the bottom path is going to be 240,000 cash. Now why these upgrades are so expensive? Of course, because this tower, you really gain a lot of damage with each of the upgrades. You unlock something different. You can see that in the top tree you unlock these laser blasts that are gonna pretty much double the damage, because you shoot from like just attacking, in this case with one dart. You can see just one line of darts, see, just one. Now you get two, because you are attacking from the eyes of the Super Monkey, so you already have double damage with that, because you have double darts. And then each of the lasers is gonna have more piercing and I think more damage as well. I'm not entirely sure, but it may be just double damage actually, not more piercing. Instead, with the Plasma Blast, now you gain piercing, you gain damage, you gain lead popping power, and even if it seems that now the Super Monkey starts again shooting from one ray, it's actually you do more damage. Then Sun Avatar, you gain 3 lines of missiles, so you can see the missiles just flying apart. 3 or more, I'm not really sure how many you gain. Let's just see here. Yeah, I think it's 3. Yeah, 3. And you gain as well more piercing, more damage, and yeah, it's just it. Then you have the Sun Temple and the True Sun God. Now, exactly like it was in BTD5, you can sacrifice towers, so towers that are in range of the Sun Avatar that will become the temple, will be sacrificed to enhance the temple's power. Now, unlike BTD5, now the concept of sacrifices in BTD6 is a lot easier, because you have the towers divided into 4 main categories. So you have primary towers, then you have military towers, magic towers, and support towers. So each of these categories is going to unlock a different passive and a different like aspect of the temple. Now, I'm not going to cover all of them now, because this is just an overview of the Super Monkey. I'm going to just do later on a video about the temple. You can find, by the way, online guides and other videos explaining everything in detail. So pretty much with the 4th upgrade, so for the Sun Temple, you can sacrifice up to 3 categories of the 4. So you can have 3 powers of the temple, 3 passives. And to unlock the maximum damage, so the maximum passive, you need to sacrifice of that category of towers more than 50k of cash. So it works pretty much like BTD5. So in this case, for example, a bomb, I can go with a bomb with the first upgrade, and in this case the Bloon Crush is already 55k, so I'm sure that I'm sacrificed already more than 50k cash with this bomb. and the same goes with the military, magic, and support. So once you have placed all your towers and all the sacrifices, remember just maximum 3 of them, you can get the temple. You unlock different passives. I'm not gonna even cover them right now. And then you have the ability to go even further. So to unlock the true Sun God, that in this case you can sacrifice all the 4 categories, so you can unlock other 4 passives and getting this temple even stronger, of course. And you can also get the Vengeful True Sun God if you have Monkey Knowledge activated, and if you have a specific trait of Monkey Knowledge. I'm going to just show it to you now. That is this one. That is there can be only one, so this thing right here. So if you have this thing unlocked in Monkey Knowledge, you can unlock the Vengeful True Sun God. That pretty much is an upgraded version of the temple that you can unlock only on a game, on a real game. So I cannot show it to you now in Sandbox. I could show it to you in the Creator Lab, but anyway, I'm gonna cover it more in detail in my temple video. And to unlock the Vengeful True Sun God, you need pretty much to have out of range of the temple, you need to have like an anti-bloon and a Legend of the Night. So if you have like your sacrifices around the temple, and then you have these other 2 towers, and then you get the True Sun God, you're gonna unlock the Vengeful True Sun God. That is pretty much like darker version of the temple that is stronger, because it's gonna have also the anti-bloon and Legend of the Night upgrades and attacks. So that's it for the temple. Now with the middle path is that you're gonna get range with the first upgrades, and also a little bit of piercing, I think, after the 11.0 or the 10.0 patch. Also you get like piercing. Then Robot Monkey, you pretty much double damage, and you also get more piercing and more damage with the darts. Then Tag Terror and Anti-Bloon, I already covered. I'm gonna just show you the activated abilities, because of the fact that the activated abilities are quite unique in the terms of they don't have a cap piercing. So even if there are infinite amount of bloons in range of the activated ability, you can pop them all. Now the activated ability of the 4th upgrade is going to do a maximum amount of 1k damage. So that means that you can one-shot a mob, a DDT, and a BFB with it. In this case, I'm going to just show it to you with a BFB. Now the activated ability of the 4th upgrade is quite small, as you could see. It's not that large. Now you can pop also the bloons that are slightly away from, so they must not be completely inside the activated ability to be damaged, just barely touching it, and they should receive the damage. And then to Zomegods and BADs, you're gonna do the standard 1k damage to them. The difference with the 5th upgrade is the fact that the 5th activated ability, the range is much larger. And the maximum amount of damage that you can do with the activated ability is 3k, so it's 3 times more. You can still one-shot mobs, DDTs, and BFBs with it. You cannot though one-shot Zomegods because they have 4k HP. So you're only gonna like really damage them, but not one-shot them. And also you damage the BADs. And that's pretty much it. So that's the difference. Of course, with the basic attacks, you gain a lot more of damage, pierce, and in this case, range as well. With the basic attacks as well. Bottom path is that you're gonna get, in this case, utility, because you gain like a knockback effect, camo detection, and slightly bigger range. Then you gain extra damage to mob class bloons, so that can be useful sometimes. With the Dark Champion, you unlock double damage, more piercing, and you can pop all bloon types. And then Legend of the Night, you gain even more piercing, even more damage. Probably also attack speed, maybe you gain something. You gain also something of range. But the most important thing that you gain with this upgrade, that is the reason why this upgrade is that expensive, it's because you gain a passive that is super strong. In this case, actually, I'm gonna just spawn a BD here. I'm gonna go fast forward. I'm gonna place this tower even out of range. So let's see here. Let's wait. The BD is gonna. Well, yeah, here we go. So it doesn't really matter attacking the BD in this case. Well, it's gonna attack anyway. And this passive from the Legend of the Night is that whenever one balloon is gonna leak, the Legend of the Night is gonna create like a black hole. It's gonna destroy that first balloon, and all the, if there would be other balloons leaking in this period, so while the black hole is on, you destroy those balloons as well. So now, just to show you, I'm gonna just have one life here. It doesn't matter, so it's not like the bomb blitz that the first balloon is gonna leak and then you destroy the other balloons. In this case, you destroy also the first balloon. So in this case, it's a BAD. So it's about to leak, and boom, that's the black hole. See here, this effect. So this is the Legend of the Night passive. It can proc only once every round. In this case, I can reset it just by clicking this yellow button. And in this case, it works for the ability. So it's gonna stay up to like 6 or 7 seconds. I'm not entirely sure. And all the balloons that may be able to sneak past in that period are popped. So look here, for example, the first DT, boom, black hole, and I'm not losing any life. So you can see that I've just one life, but I'm not losing it. So that's why I just placed one in this case. And yeah, that's why this tower is so expensive, because even if a BAD leaks, you can destroy it in one hit. And that's it. So that's my overview about the Super Monkey. Now personally, unless you're going with a lot of farms, a lot of cash, and you can unlock the 4th upgrades, normally you're gonna just arrive to the 3rd upgrades, because then all the other upgrades are quite expensive other than the middle path. And so normally the tower I really recommend to get, because in my opinion is the best one, is the Sun Avatar with the knockback and ultra vision. So 302 Super Monkey. You get the Sun Avatar, damage, pierce, and attack speed, and so on. But then you get also the knockback and the combo detection. So this is very, very efficient, as you have seen me doing, even against super SRAMs, as you see now, in proccing the knockback effect and not letting the ceramics go past. So even in very advanced rounds, in this case it was around like 100, the Sun God, the Sun Avatar, can just hold the ceramics, and so your other towers can focus on popping like mob class balloons or in just destroying the amount of ceramics. So it's very, very efficient, like ceramic rushes are super easy with it. So for example, in round 63 in this case, because the fact that all the balloons are going to be knocked back, you can see just the Sun Avatar, you can destroy the rush pretty easily, because you keep damaging the balloons while not letting them advance. So even if after a little bit they can advance, but then you can pop them. So it's very, very efficient. Now middle path, Robot Monkey, I don't know, I don't really recommend it, for the very simple reason that if you go for the middle path, in this case, you have to sacrifice either combo detection or either the increased damage with the Plasma Blast. So yes, you gain range in this case, but you either go with the knockback effect and combo detection, that is very, very useful, or you go with Laser Blast and Plasma Blast, that are gonna make the Robot Monkey do a lot more of damage. So that's why I don't really like, in this case, in BTD6 Robot Monkey, because you have to sacrifice the Plasma Blast or the combo detection, so one of the two. Yeah, instead the bottom path, yeah, I mean, the Sun Avatar is just a lot better. Normally the extra damage that you do with the Dark Knight to mob class balloons is not really that good, because yes, you're gonna do more damage to mob class balloons, but then against ceramics you're gonna struggle. So even if you have the knockback effect, you can see, for example, here, wait, I'm gonna just do again round 100 to show you the super SRAMs. So I'm gonna do again here, spawn some super SRAMs, and you can see that as I'm spawning them, yes, he can hold some of them. Well, in this case he's holding all of them, but normally yeah, when you have a ton of ceramics, you're gonna struggle. So imagine here, I don't know, again, round 63, just to make a comparison. The knockback effect is just worse because of the fact that the piercing and the area is smaller. Okay, so here, why is it not attacking? Oh, because it's 0 life, so my bad. But regardless, you could see that when you have a lot of ceramics, yes, you have the knockback effect, but it struggles. So that's why, in my opinion, just this 302 Super Monkey is just the best. And of course, the 302 Super Monkey allows you, in case you want to get the temple. So you have access to the temple right away, and you don't have to place another tower to get it. And yeah, so that was the Super Monkey guide. I hope you enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.